What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Movie Fanatics with Luke and Michael, episode 16. Yes, and this is also the first episode of Movie Fanatics in my apartment. So there you go. Wrong direction, dude.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
There. But yeah, so yeah, welcome. So yeah,
Which stream yards because I see you on my left-hand side.
it's reversing cameras, dude. You know that.
Cameras. Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're back tonight. After a little hiatus.
2-week hiatus, I think it was.
No, just a week.
Just a week, yeah.
Because we took last week off since we had to work late, and we're taking next week off as well.
Yep.
Because, again, late shifts. So, but yeah, Michael here is right here, my co-host. What's up, my guy?
Doing good. Just got home from work not too long ago.
I said this to him earlier before we went live. Work sucks, dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, the good thing is still binge watching some Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, I mean, that's always a positive right there, man.
Very good show.
So
first season, still in the first season, and there's 7 seasons of the show.
Yeah, you still got a long way to go there, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah,
thank you, Old Restless.
Yep, thank you, Old Restless, and thank you, Ethan, for being here. You guys are great. Yeah, just been settling in. I settled into my new apartment, and yeah, just still trying to get used to everything here. So,
okay.
Hey, Grant, what's up, dude? So, yep, this is yeah, like I said, this is the first episode in my apartment. So, like, I guess we can. Cyber Warrior's also in here. What's up, dude? So, yeah, guys.
We're getting.
Yeah, I guess people are missing. I guess people have missed us.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it could really. I really do feel like people have missed the show. But you know what they say. We know what we say, guys. Life gets in the way.
Yep.
So I really wish it didn't, but absence makes the heart grow faster, or makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, but yeah. So let's go ahead and get into our first topic. You know what it is.
Weekend box office.
Let's get to it. So in first place still with a 56% drop, Thunderbolts.
Not surprised.
I mean, I think it'll still make money. But it's not like, making. Let's take a look at the worldwide gross for Thunderbolts. Yeah, 273 million. I forgot what the budget was.
Budget? Yeah, the budget.
I'm looking it up right now. No worries. Yeah, 180 million. So it still needs a little bit more to break even. Let me take a look. 180 million times 2.5. It needs $450 million to break even.
Yeah.
So.
But very good movie, Thunderbolts.
Love me some Thunderbolts.
Way better than Captain America: Brave New World.
That double-sided poster that you got with Captain America and Thunderbolts?
Oh yeah. Let me just do this. You'll put me on full screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
By this point, honestly,
movie.
Yeah, by this point now, since like I told you, bro,
very mid movie. This is after watching Thunderbolts. Meh.
Yeah, like I said, dude, you might as well just put the poster of Thunderbolts in your background, just hang it up and just have it in the background at this point.
There you go.
Yeah, just like that, just put some tape on it and just have it hung up in the background from now on.
Yeah, true.
Just get some tape and put it up there, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to cover Florence Pugh's head.
You'd be covering up the best character.
I know.
You don't want to do that.
I know.
But speaking of posters, though, I do need to get a frame here pretty soon so I can hang up my my Mickey 17 poster over there. Because I can't put tape on these walls here.
Which it came out today on 4K, which I still have yet to get.
Let's just say I'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thunderbolts. I'm still hoping this film succeeds because Marvel really needs a success right now after Deadpool and Wolverine.
I think Thunderbolts will succeed.
But I think also I think one little problem with this one, for what might kind of hold it back, is they've been kind of spoiling the ending of the movie and like what it's supposedly supposed to be.
What's up? I farted.
Jeez, what a name, dude.
So did you fart today?
Quite the name there, man. But in second,
drop in the chat. Drop in the chat. I farted. How many times you farted today?
Jesus Christ. But yeah, now we're gonna. But yeah, in second place with a 33% drop, we have Sinners.
Great movie.
Best movie of the year by a fucking landslide.
I agree. I want to see this movie again.
I'm planning on going again tomorrow since I'm going to be spending tomorrow doing my laundry, and then I'm going to go walk over to the theater to go see Sinners again.
At 27.
27.
Wow, you actually counted.
Jeez, dude, that's funny. But yeah, so let's take a look at the worldwide. Let's take a look at the worldwide gross right now for Sinners.
Sinners is my favorite, by far my favorite Ryan Coogler film.
It is mine as well. Dude, this movie is doing great at the box office. Like,
this is probably like the highest grossing horror film for this year.
Not even just horror film, original horror film.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I remember correctly, Sinners was on a $90 million budget. Or was it? Or maybe it was 80 million. I'm going to take a look again because I don't remember. 90. Okay, so yes, not 90 million. 90 million. Not 900 million. Sinners has broken even.
Yeah.
So possibly sequel. Who knows?
Give me a sequel.
I honestly would love to see a sequel to Sinners.
Well, the end. Well, I don't want to spoil it though if anybody's seen it though. But
but I want to also let everybody know. Please stay for the post-credit scenes.
Yeah, there's a post-credit scene and then there's an after-credit scene.
Yeah, stay for the post-credits. So.
Yeah, like the post-credit to me, like leaves it probably open for a sequel.
Old Restless says Sinners is a juggernaut at the box office. What a surprise.
Yeah.
You betcha, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to spoil it, Old Restless.
Oh, no. We won't do that. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what else we got here.
Minecraft movie,
44% drop. Let's see where that one's at.
Why is it still in the top 3?
You know how popular Minecraft is, my guy. Really close to $1 billion. It's pretty fucking crazy.
Are you serious?
You should have known by this point that this movie would make as much money as it did because of the IP. Michael, you know how popular Minecraft is. Like you know how popular it is. Anyways, we're not going to rant on that because it's on digital now. So if you guys were avoiding the theaters because of all the craziness that was going on with Minecraft, you can watch it at home now. Cheer at your own pace about Chicken Jockey. All right. Anyways, moving on. 29% drop of The Accountant 2. I really like The Accountant 2. Not anywhere near as good as the first, in my opinion. I'm one of those people, but really fun movie. Really, really fun movie. Clown in a Cornfield only made $3 million. That is not surprising. Really little indie horror film. It's fun, but
terrible to me.
It's fun. Like it. I will tell you this: they actually kind of flip the clown slasher genre on its head here a little bit. Because this is a slight spoiler. I'm not like going like full spoiler for everybody that has not seen Clown in a Cornfield, but it's like a whole army of killers of Friend of the Clown. It's a whole army of killers. Like it's not just one or two people acting as Friend of the Clown to kill people. It's a whole army of Friend of the Clown killers. So, and it's really cool the way that they do that. So yeah, I really like that. That was cool, but compared to like other slashers that we've gotten recently, like Scream 5 and 6, what else is there? Thanksgiving or Hard Eyes. This one is kind of doomed in comparison to those movies. Especially Thanksgiving. Like it's doomed in comparison to Thanksgiving. It even has a parade scene like Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
Like it literally has a parade scene just like Thanksgiving. So, I mean, if you want to like watch a slasher film in theaters for 90 minutes, you could do way worse. So I would say give it a chance, but it's not like one where it's like, you gotta go see it. Shadow Force, I know that's a Joe Carnahan film. That's a huge bomb right there. Nobody has heard of that movie.
I haven't even seen any TV spots for it.
And then Fight or Flight also bombed at the box office. $2 million. I was thinking my theater would get that one though because it has a bigger budget than Clown in a Cornfield. Wait, no, never mind. Clown in a Cornfield was only made for $1 million. I forgot about that. Clown in a Cornfield was made for $1 million. So, Mike told me about that last night. But yeah, Fight or Flight cost $40 million.
Wow.
So I thought my theater would get that, and also, Josh Hartnett, but nope.
At least he had a decent hit with Trap.
Well, I think Trap was also one of the films to really help him like get this big like career resurgence.
And look what happened here with Fight or Flight.
Well, I think this film is still going to help him like in regards to like the quality, but just box office wise, it won't.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see the film. It looks fun.
It definitely looks stupid.
Train. Yeah, it's like Bullet Train, but on a plane.
Bullet Train on a plane, but even dumber. Like, how would you get a chainsaw on a fucking plane?
Yeah, you have to go through,
security.
Security, yeah.
But I love his reaction though. Like when he gets the chainsaw revved up, though, he's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's funny." Let's see. Until Dawn, 49% drop. Don't care. The Amateur, 39% drop. Nothing too crazy for the rest of it here.
Warfare, 56% drop. Good movie. It's
I did watch it last week. That's a fantastic movie. If Sinners did not come out this year, that would be my number one right now is Warfare.
Warfare is on my list of favorite films of the year.
Like I said though, if Sinners did not come out this year, that would be my number one for right now. That would be my number one.
I think Warfare would be like my second or third.
It's definitely
going to be in my top 5.
It's definitely my number 2 right now, for sure. It definitely is my number 2. But yeah, nothing else too crazy here.
About this Snow White getting a re-release. Disney pulled the whole Morbius re-release because it didn't do too well, and then they Morbiused it with a re-release.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking because that was kind of a mistake there because it was only like $467,000
with 115 plus
% increase, but that was from like the last time it was still in theaters. But it's supposed to be getting its Jeez, dude.
I just
I saw the comment that I farted up said, but I'm not pulling it up on screen.
he just said I just let out a fart that shook my entire house. The pic just fell off the wall. It was horrifying.
Jeez, dude. But
Sure, it wasn't an earthquake.
you remember that joke in Jeff Dunham where it's like, remember the last big earthquake we had? Bad timing on that earthquake. How's that? Not 2 seconds before it hit, I told my grandson to pull my finger. He pulled it, I farted, and half the neighborhood fell down. That kid hasn't come near me since. Oh my God. But yeah, there's nothing else too crazy right here. So I guess we can call it on this part.
Friendship I want to see as well. I heard
nobody even saw it.
Yeah. I heard pretty good things about it.
Yeah, it seemed like Friendship is having like a locked situation where it didn't even make $1 million on its opening weekend.
Now I'm like, what's going on with A24?
I don't know. I think just some of their films are really not being marketed.
It sucks,
like they're not really being marketed very well.
I think the only one that I've seen marketed out of the whole between Warfare and Friendship was Warfare.
Well, that was because it's Alex Garland making another war film because he did Civil War last year. So,
and then The Surfer, Nicolas Cage's movie, made 145,000
on its third weekend, I think.
Was 79% drop.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
But yeah, that should do it for weekend box office.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think that'll cover the basis there. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to be number one this weekend.
We got.
If I had to we got Hurry Up Tomorrow and Final Destination Bloodlines. If I really had to guess, though, I think Thunderbolts might still be a number one.
Yeah.
So,
which I am seeing a early screening of Hurry Up Tomorrow night.
I might go Thursday. Like I said, I told Michael earlier, I might go Thursday or Friday because I'm seeing Sinners again tomorrow. So
my Alamo Drafthouse is doing a fan event for Hurry Up Tomorrow, which will include. If I could pull this up here, it's gonna include some. Let's see here. It's gonna feature exclusive never before seen or heard content.
You mean is it never? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That should be interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not like the biggest fan of The Weeknd, but I'm interested in the movie because I've heard a lot of interesting things coming out of first reactions of the movie.
And Jenna Ortega's in it, so
that was actually the main reason why I would have wanted to see the movie because you know me with Jenna Ortega. She's one of my favorite actresses working right now. And
one of my friends says that her character in the film is kind of like obsessive with The Weeknd.
That is definitely different than than the type of character she usually plays. Like if you compare like that kind of character to something like, Scream 5 and 6, X, or Beetlejuice, or Death of a Unicorn, you would know what kind of character she plays. But this is something kind of different for Jenna, and I really like that. So
I'm gonna lead up to The Weeknd's new album.
I think that's what it's gonna lead up to. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. So we got some recent trailers that we wanted to talk about.
Skylar says, what kind of confessions do you guys prefer when you view a movie?
What kind of confessions?
I don't know what he's talking about.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what he or she is talking about.
I don't know.
Like you mean do you mean what do you see in the film?
You mean concessions or?
Yeah. I think he he means concessions. I think
Yeah.
he just mistyped it.
Or maybe it was an autocorrect. I don't know.
Yeah, concessions. Well, I haven't. Well, I have an Alamo Draft House, so it's like it's like you can order like burgers, chicken, like that. But what I usually order is a cheese pizza and a chocolate shake. If I was going to AMC by me, it would be nachos with cheese and a icy.
I gotta go for ices anytime I go to the movie theater. So, but yeah, let's talk about some recent trailers here because, like predominantly, we want to talk about the trailers for Honey Don't, the new Ethan Coen movie, and The Long Walk, the new film from director Francis Lawrence.
I've not seen both trailers.
Then why'd you even bring those up, dude? I literally watched the trailer for The Long Walk about like an hour ago. And I watched the trailer for Honey Don't yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I did see the trailer for Honey Don't.
That's what I was saying, dude.
Yeah.
Like, then why would you even bring up the other one? So, but regardless.
Michael NT says, I order a chocolate relish sundae. What the hell?
All right, there you go.
He'll order a chocolate relish sundae and enjoy his favorite movie, Terminator the Board.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, we're going to move on from that.
But Honey Don't, I think it looks good. Margaret Qualley's in it. So ever since, I saw her in The Substance, I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. There you go. So, I mean, look at the four main actors that they got assembled for it. Margaret Qualley, Aubrey Plaza, Charlie Day, and Chris Evans.
Good cast right there.
And Ethan Coen directing. Yep.
I'm sold.
Like you just drew the line like right there, and that is like perfect enough. Yeah, so I'm excited. I mean, I was a bit more like soft on Drive Away Dolls, the last film that Ethan Coen did direct. Also starring Margaret Qualley. It's one of those films that really goes down for me the more and more I think about it. It's not like a great movie per se. It's fun, but it has its problems. I was a bit easier on it when I first watched it. I think I was just, I don't know what I was on by then, but it's still a fun enough movie. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. Hopefully this doesn't turn into like the Drive Away Doll situation where it's like mixed positive reviews, but it gets morally negative. So, because that's what happened with Drive Away Dolls. But yeah, but I also did watch the trailer for The Long Walk, directed by Francis Lawrence. If you guys know the Hunger Games movies, and also I Am Legend. And also written by J.T. Molnar. I think that's how you say his name. Molnar. That's the guy that wrote and directed Strange Darling from last year. So sold right there. Also based on a Stephen King book.
That's why I sent it to you. I didn't watch the trailer, but I saw Stephen King's name in it. I'm like, all right.
Well, you watched The Dead Zone last week, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Like you really expect me to believe you only sent that in because I'm a fan of Stephen King? Like, yeah. You should be by this point too. Because I mean, this is not even the first Stephen King adaptation that we got this year, because we got The Monkey. That was a Stephen King. That was based on a Stephen King short story. So,
which I'll watch hopefully soon when it comes out.
It's literally coming out next month, physically, because stacked week the day it's coming out, because we have Minecraft, Snow White, Novocaine, and The Monkey.
You already know which ones I'm getting.
Snow White, Novocaine, The Monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured just as much.
Anybody sends me a Minecraft movie, I'll burn it.
I'm getting all four. I don't care because I had fun. I had fun with the Minecraft movie. I don't care. I mean, Jack Black just being Jack Black, but less annoying than Claptrap. Bring it, dude. I mean, come on. Flint and Steel. Like, come on now, dude. That's just great. But yeah, The Long Walk looks like a really interesting movie. It looks pretty intense. You got Cooper Hoffman in there.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, and you also got David Johnson, who you guys may remember from Alien Romulus. It seems like a really interesting concept. It looks pretty intense.
Ben Wang, who was going to be in the new Karate Kid Legends, is going to be in it.
Hoping that movie does not suck, because I've heard so far it's not good.
Wow.
So we'll see. I still have faith in it because, I mean, I love Ralph Macchio and I love Jackie Chan. But
Mike.
Hey, Mike, what's up, buddy? How's it going? But yeah, we'll see what happens with Karate Kid Legends. But yeah, Long Walk looks good. And Honey Don't looks pretty good as well. So those are like the two trailers that we needed to cover. So let's get to the next one here. So let's talk about some movies that have been set for release dates next. Godzilla X Kong Supernova coming up in 2027, baby. We don't really need to pull up articles for any of these because it'll just be like the most boring thing possible. Like, Warner Brothers has set this movie for this release date. Like, that's just boring. But let's go.
I like the name of it.
Like, the name would honestly make us think that it's going to be a Godzilla or a MonsterVerse movie set in space. Now that sounds fun. Right. If they really lean into the concept and make it fun without taking itself so seriously, that's all you got to do. Don't take it so seriously. So
it needs a lot of focus on Godzilla and Kong.
Which is what the new Empire did. They did a lot more focus on Godzilla and mostly Kong. Like, Godzilla was like put off to the side, dude.
It was mostly Kong's movie.
So, but
it was more Kong driven, New Empire.
So I kind of hope that Supernova is more Godzilla driven this time around. If not, I mean, I'm not going to hate it as long as I'm still entertained. I want this one to be a little bit more Godzilla driven this time.
Yeah. It could be fair because, New Empire was Kong's film.
And then this one would be for Godzilla. So,
it should be fair.
Yep. And I've seen some of the casting so far. We got
I like the casting.
We got Dan Stevens coming back from the new Empire. We also got Sam Neill coming in. We got Delroy Lindo, Jack O'Connell, and Caitlin Dever.
Alicia Debnam Carey, which I love.
Yep, Alicia Debnam Carey, Matthew Modine,
Sam Neill.
I said that already. So this will be interesting. I'm hoping that this is a fun one. Because my history of the MonsterVerse, I really enjoyed Godzilla 2014. I just wish Bryan Cranston was in the movie longer because I think his character was the most interesting. Even though I loved Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen together in it, none of the other human characters I cared about. It's still really good. I just also wish there was a lot more Godzilla fights.
Or you get when it came out, they were like, "Oh well, Godzilla doesn't come into the film till almost an hour." I'm like, it's built for you. They're building up towards when we see Godzilla for the first time in the film.
Exactly. So, but to be fair though, it is slow building up to it. So I just wish Bryan Cranston wasn't killed off so early. So
a lot better than the 1998 Godzilla by far.
Oh yeah, no question. And then Kong Skull Island embraced how it embraced its stupidity, and it's really, really fun.
I had a lot of fun with that.
Well, okay, I'll say this. It embraced its stupidity enough But there were other times where I felt like it tried to take itself too seriously. So,
but the cast was really enjoyable.
Samuel L. Jackson and John C. Reilly, I think, are the best parts of the movie, honestly.
And
I mean, I
Jackson
love
was
Tom
absolutely
Hiddleston, I love Brie Larson, but Samuel L. Jackson and John C. Reilly, I think, are the standouts. And John Goodman also. I thought John Goodman was good in it too.
Yeah, Skull Island has a very good cast.
Loaded. Godzilla King of the Monsters, I'm not a fan. I think that movie is honestly kind of bad. I thought the Godzilla fights and the visual style I thought was really, really good. I hate the characters. Like, I absolutely hated the characters. They were the worst by far in the Monsterverse. I hate the characters. But Godzilla versus Kong, that movie's great. Like, that is personally my favorite of the Monsterverse.
Well, the Godzilla King of the Monsters, I thought it was a decent film, but I liked Godzilla vs. Kong a lot better.
Like I said, that Godzilla vs. Kong is my personal favorite of the Monsterverse. I love when they brought in even though at times I kind of felt like it was a bit shoehorned. I love when they brought in a Mechagodzilla. Like, that was pretty awesome. And then Godzilla X Kong, it's stupid, it's dumb, it's cheesy, but it knows it.
That's a good movie.
Really, really fun movie. Like, it's one of those films I can watch and I have a good time no matter what. So yeah, I'm good on the Monsterverse so far. Just don't make this one on the level of King of the Monsters, please. That's all I ask. Just be better than King of the Monsters. All right, let's go to the next.
Had a good script. Skylar, we don't know when Sinners will be released.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let's go. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Practical Magic 2 is here in the works. We don't really need to go too deep into this one because I have not seen the first film.
Me neither. I haven't seen the first one either.
So I don't know, but I think the first film came out in 2000, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it came out in 1998.
1998, okay. So, and I think, isn't this one set for like 2026 or 2027?
Yes. Set for September 18, 2026.
Okay.
A release date.
So that's kind of funny. 28 years later. Mm-hmm. I think it's 28 years after the first film. That should just be called Practical Magic 28 years later. Like, that'd actually be a perfect title.
Yeah.
Kidding. I'm kidding. Just stick with what the movie's called. Just stick with what they call 28 years later. Again, we don't really need to pull up an article for any of the ones that are coming up here until we really get to some of the other ones, because otherwise it's just kind of boring. But yeah, I have not seen the first film. What?
All you just know is that it's a film about witchcraft.
It's a witchcraft movie. Yeah. Like, I think that's pretty much, if anyone has seen the first film, please let us know what you think of it. I do want to watch it. It's just not one of those films I'm like in a rush to watch, like at any point in my life. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. So yeah, I got that one. We also got Lord of the Rings: Hunt for Gollum.
Before we move on to this, Practical Magic, like when it came out, had a budget of $75 million and it only made $68 million at the box office. So
I don't know why they're doing a sequel so many years later.
Yeah, because the film didn't do that well when it came out.
I don't know,
so
but
that it's getting a sequel.
Yeah,
I guess because it has a cult following to it.
Yeah, I think it does have a cult following if we're really thinking about it.
Yeah. It says for the cast, soundtrack, and feminist themes.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like one of those films that would have a cult following for sure. But yeah, as far as Lord of the Rings: Hunt for Gollum, I love the original 3 films, but they're not like my go-to movies. I really enjoyed the Hobbit films. Again, not my go-tos. Did not care for War of the Rohirrim. I thought that film was so boring.
None of these films are my go-to.
I mean, they're really long movies, and I really need to be in the mood to watch them because they're really long and really slow.
They're just boring.
Like they're not really like boring. It's just I need to really be in the mood to watch them because I'm not like the biggest Lord of the Rings fan. They're great films, but they're just not like films I would gravitate towards. So like if you want to watch something entertain, like it's not one of those films where it's like, hey, you bored? Let's throw on Lord of the Rings. Like that's not me. Like if that's you, awesome. Like if that is you, like if you're one of those people, that's great. We're not. So with Hunt for Gollum, might be interesting. I love Gollum I love Gollum, but I don't know. We'll see what happens here. We'll just see what they have up their sleeve. But this one I save for last because, actually no, let's go to this one next. Actually, we have a sequel. We have a sequel of 10 Things I Hate About You here in development.
Which I have not seen the film. I've heard it's a really good movie. I know that a lot of people love it, but I'll check out the film at some point.
Yeah, this is interesting here because I love 10 Things I Hate About You. That's one of my favorite romantic comedies of all time.
I think they did a TV show too.
I don't remember I don't remember that.
Or I might be getting that confused with something else.
Might be, I don't know. But Heath Ledger, Julia Stiles.
They did do a TV show for I think Freeform for ABC Family, and it had Nicholas Braun in it, Larry Miller, and Lindsay Shore from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
That's interesting.
Only lasted one season.
That's interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I love the original film. I mean, you got Heath Ledger, Julia Stiles, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the same movie. I mean, can't really get any better than that. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. But yeah, like 26 years later after the original 10 Things I Hate About You, it says we're developing it right now. So it's not like, in total, like, production. 10 Things I Hate About Dating is definitely in the works as a feature film. We're developing it right now. Junger told People, teasing that he, Lazar, and James have some pretty good ideas. So the original movie was loosely based on William Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, with Julia Stiles playing strong-willed teen Kat, whose life is shaken up by the arrival of edgy new student Patrick, played by the late, great Heath Ledger.
And the project is yet to receive a green light, Unger plans to develop it into a trilogy with 2 further installments titled 10 Things I Hate About Marriage and 10 Things I Hate About Kids. Now,
that's an interesting direction, but I think it's kind of repeating. It's kind of repeating with what they were doing with Fear Street and The Strangers, where it's like you have scripts ready for a trilogy, but we should really wait until the first one comes out and see how it really pans out for people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of like repeating that pattern, but yeah, I would love to work with Julia again. He said she shaped the lives of millions of women. The Cat character really spoke to young women in a powerful way.
Unger expressed his desire to see some of the original cast in the follow-up movie.
But we're not going to get Heath Ledger because, what happened back in 2008. But yeah, I'm interested, but at the same time, I'm kind of, little nervous about that. So I don't know. Yeah, kind of just listing some of the cast members coming back. Like Larry Miller, who plays as the dad. Says 10 Things I Hate About You is available to watch on Disney Plus. I have it on Blu-ray.
Ogre said about Heath Ledger. I think that's a beautiful idea, and the answer is now going to be yes. He deserves to be loved, which I guess they're going to have a nod to Heath Ledger.
Which, yeah, I agree. They really should. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see where this one goes. But we'll see how you guys feel about it. Let's go to this next one. So we got a new film coming up called Reptilia. We got Oscar winner Mikey Madison and also Kirsten Dunst in talks to star in this movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Mikey Madison's she landed her next role after her Oscar wins. So congratulations to her. Yep, Honora. So all right, let's go ahead and take a look. Exotic animal trade thriller from Monos director Alejandro Lande Echevarria. I think is how you pronounce it. But yeah, co-starring Kirsten Dunst in Reptilia, the thriller tells the story of a dental hygienist who is seduced by a mysterious mermaid into the dark and wet underworld of Florida's exotic animal trade. Oh, that actually sounds really cool.
Yeah,
I think Monos will direct the feature. A script by Lande Echevarria and Duke Merriman. Imperative Entertainment, Pastel, and AF Films they are set to produce alongside Lande Echevarria. Black Bear is providing financing. Oh, that production company. Black Bear Productions. Yeah, I think that might cover the basis with that already.
Yeah, U.S. distribution rights will be carried by UTA Independent Film Group and 30 West will co-handle. So
yeah, there's going to be a lot of production companies that are going to handle this movie. Because you remember when we watched Late Night with the Devil, there was like about 2 minutes worth of production companies.
Yeah.
Beginning of that movie. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So, but this is interesting. I'm like reading into the premise and also seeing our two leads. I'm like absolutely sold. Right there. Like sold.
Interested in it.
Yeah, very much so.
Especially
interested in that for sure. What's up?
Especially with Mikey Madison in it.
Yep, Oscar winner for Honora. Yeah, can't wait for that.
To watch Honora.
Yeah, I know, but let's just say we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later.
Well, yeah, we'll definitely talk about that later. Trying to remember. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about. So we have a new Nicolas Cage movie called The Carpenter's Son that lands at Magnolia. Michael brought this up to me, and I was like, when he put it in, when he sent it to me, I was like, really confused for a second.
You thought Nicolas Cage was playing John Carpenter's son?
No. Like landing at Magnolia, like that was the thing I was like really confused about, because I literally have a town in my state that is named Magnolia. Takes Nicolas Cage, FKA Twigs, and Noah Jupe. Jesus Christ, pick the Carpenter. Oh, at Cannes. Okay. I think that's what you meant to say, is that it landed at Cannes. This is interesting for for a trio of actors here. Nicolas Cage, one of the best actors alive. He's had a huge career resurgence. Noah Jupe, if you guys remember from the movie Wonder, that's a great film. And then also singer FKA Twigs, who, if you guys might remember, who played Shelley in the remake of The Crow. I kid you not, Michael. She played as Shelley in that remake. like she was good for what she was trying to do, but just her dialogue was not doing her any favors. So okay, so Magnolia Pictures is the company that obtained this movie.
Yeah.
So, okay. That makes more sense to me now because I was really confused. So this is a film that premiered at the Cannes Film Festival, and now Magnolia Pictures has picked it up.
Theatrical release planned for later this year.
I mean, just hearing Nicolas Cage being attached to this, good enough for me.
Carpenter's son tells the dark story of a family hiding out in Roman Egypt. Known only as the boy, the son is driven to doubt by another mysterious child and rebels against his guardian, the carpenter, revealing inherent powers and a fate beyond his comprehension. As he exercises his own power, the boy and his family become the target of horrors, both natural and divine.
Yeah, interesting. Really interesting to say the least. So, yeah, there's not really much else to really go
Especially
through with this one.
In the lead.
I mean, whenever you say like Nicolas Cage in a movie like that, I mean, it's Nicolas Cage. You can't really go wrong here with Nicolas Cage. So, and really interesting idea that they're really going for here. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, because I think honestly, since Mandy back in 2018, Nicolas Cage has been having like a huge career resurgence. So, and I'm really happy for the guy. So, who doesn't love
Yeah,
Nicolas?
We saw the first pic of him as Noro Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Noir.
Spider-Man Noir, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we love him as Spider-Man Noir in Into the Spider-Verse. So getting to see him. Oop. We lost him again. He hit the wrong button. I feel like this is going to be like a continuing trend this time around. Just him continuously hitting the wrong button. Not trying to be like a douche or anything, but you guys know what I mean here. So, got Dimitri. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. See the newest DreamWorks movie? Yeah, I think Grant told me that there's like a Cocomelon movie coming up from DreamWorks. I don't know. You hit the wrong button again.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I think we're good with this topic.
Grant says anyone has seen the newest DreamWorks movie coming out in 2027 with How to Train Your Dragon 2? No.
Yeah, he's talking to me about it. But anyways.
What's up, Dimitri?
Dimitri, what's up? Yeah, Michael, we lost you, buddy.
Yeah.
But
AEL. Especially in the title.
There you go. Now you actually see why.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he spelled the EAL because of Luke's misprinting on the title.
Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ, Michael. But anyways,
moving on.
Let's just move on because otherwise we're gonna explode here. This was interesting. This was some news I got today. Neve Campbell is being this is just reportedly. She looks like she's being cast as Polaris in Avengers Doomsday. Actually, we got a couple of Avengers Doomsday news here, so we're gonna go through this one first.
Yeah,
and then we'll let's see.
And there's also another rumor out there with Neve Campbell. She might be set to join X-Men 97 season 2.
Now that's interesting for sure.
Yeah, as this loads here, as a beloved mutant.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Nev Campbell has, it's the same article. Nev Campbell has been cast as Polaris in the X-Men movie.
Polaris. Okay.
Yep. So this is what we're talking about.
So yeah, this is pretty interesting. Polaris. Forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, Polaris.
Polaris. Sorry. It sounds like Polaris. Polaris. It's an interesting character for sure, and also to bring into Avengers Doomsday. That definitely piques my interest for sure.
Yeah.
But Nev Campbell doing it, cool.
Yeah, because
cool right there, dude.
The only thing that Nev Campbell is known for is Sidney Prescott from Scream.
That's the number one thing she's definitely known for.
Unless people watched the show that she was on, Party of Five, back in the day.
Didn't watch that, so. But yeah, Polaris. So yeah, after rumors swirled about Nev Campbell and Avengers Doomsday, former X-Men 97 boss reveals the truth. Oh, okay, Dimitri. He just switched accounts. On. Okay. This is interesting. Yeah. The X-Men are coming. The Marvel fandom was thrown into a frenzy when rumors and speculation about Nev Campbell joining the cast of the coming Avengers Doomsday. As a famous mutant hit the web, whispers online suggested that she'd been taped to play none other than Polaris, the mutant daughter of Magneto. Yep. So, Bo DeMaio, former showrunner of X-Men 97, set record straight alongside some fantastic Polaris artwork and Nev Campbell photo he posted. I cast her as Polaris in season 2 of X-Men 97. She does amazing work bringing something new and felt right to have a 90s icon pick up where Lorna's story was left in cold comfort. She's got some thoughts on Ganasha. Again, I don't know how to pronounce words, apparently. So, but yeah, this is interesting. Nev Campbell getting to play Polaris here in X-Men 97 and Avengers Doomsday.
Well, it says right here, not the live action MCU.
Okay, so just in X-Men 97.
Yeah.
So the Avengers Doomsday thing, I'm sorry about that, guys. That was different. But yeah, interesting casting choice for Polaris. I did not watch X-Men 97. I know a lot of people are screaming at me for it, but
I haven't watched it either, so
I just don't keep up with any of the MCU shows. Honestly, I really don't, because I feel like the MCU shows at this point are just becoming quantity over quality. So, at least to me, I know some people would disagree with me, but honestly, like I said, it's just quantity over quality at this point. So, but again, I'm interested in the casting choice, so I may check out X-Men 97 because of it. So, we'll see.
Skylar, we don't live in the same state. We're just long distance buds.
Yeah, we're long distance friends. But also, to speak on Avengers Doomsday, Mr. Alan Cumming is teasing a little fight scene will appear in Avengers Doomsday. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm still excited for Doomsday, but because of the Russo brothers' last film, The Electric State, I'm becoming very worried.
It's a masterpiece.
Dude, that movie was horrendous. So, I don't know. I feel like the Russo brothers can't make anything great outside of the MCU. They can't. So
they should just stick to making films in the MCU.
Honestly, yes. So, just waiting for it to come back up here. Anyways, After Kevin Feige announced Robert Downey Jr. would star as Dr. Doom in Avengers Doomsday at San Diego Comic-Con, not only did Chris give us an Avengers Doomsday update on Steve Rogers, but after Marvel announced the, can you go down?
Yeah.
Marvel announced the official cast list. We've been getting plenty of updates. So, this comes to us from Yahoo Life. Kept forgetting to point out the articles. A couple of other ones came to us from Deadline. Plot is still being under wraps. They haven't even. I don't think they've even started filming yet, and the movie's supposed to come out next year. So,
yeah.
So I don't know, but this is coming out after Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Yep. So this is coming out after the Fantastic Four. Yep. That maybe only will be Dr. Doom in Doomsday. We don't know who the main villain is in the Fantastic Four yet. So after the official cast list was dropped, fans started wondering if we see X-Men versus Avengers battle. Well, it looks like we actually might. Yeah, it looks like we might.
Not bad.
Based on this. Yeah. I'm playing Nightcrawler again, and now I was learning since yesterday for the fight. 60 years old. It says Alan Cumming, who played Nightcrawler in the X-Men movies. After joking that he was kind of old to be a superhero 23 years ago, he says, learning into these fights, I'm like, what? Who am I fighting with? They said, you're hitting Pedro Pascal against the head or something.
Oh, man.
So it may seem like that that Nightcrawler and Mr. Fantastic might have a fight scene, it looks like. So it definitely sounds like we're getting some kind of Avengers versus X-Men showdown is what it says here. This is interesting. Like, absolutely interesting.
Avengers cast.
Yeah, it's a loaded cast. Like, you pretty much got everybody here. Like, pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna be one hell of a movie.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have like some big salaries for some of these actors here.
Yeah. They already started production in March,
but they haven't started. But the problem is that they haven't started filming yet. From as far as I know. Also, letting you guys know, the Cannes Film Festival has kicked off. Is starting to kick off today, and Honey Don't and The Phoenician Scheme are premiering at Cannes. I looked in. I was just looking on Instagram. Let's see. There's also Die My Love, Eddington, the new film from Ari Aster, and Highest to Lowest, the new film from Spike Lee. So, interesting lineup that we got coming up. I mean, we literally have The Phoenician Scheme coming out in a few weeks. So, that'll definitely be interesting. So, sorry to get a little off topic, but wanted to point that out quick. But this will be fun to see an Avengers versus X-Men kind of fight. So thank you, Mr. Alan Cumming, a.k.a. Nightcrawler. So, but let's go to this one here. I wanted to save this one for last because Evil Dead, a new Evil Dead is setting for summer 2026 release. Fuck yes! I love the Evil Dead movies. Every single one of them, I absolutely love.
Have not watched one.
Well, Michael, you know what to do. You know what you got to do this Halloween season. Get on it. Start watching all of them. There's only 5, and each of them is only an hour and a half. Like, I'm not kidding. That is literally how long each of them are. So yeah, The Evil Dead, excellent movie, great start to the franchise, on a low budget too. Evil Dead 2, best one. Army of Darkness, goofy as hell, but so good. Evil Dead remake, directed by Fede Alvarez. You guys know Alien Romulus, Don't Breathe. Great. And then Evil Dead Rise, which is actually the picture that is shown on the background here, is actually a picture from Evil Dead Rise. Evil Dead Rise is one of the most fast-paced films I've ever watched. Like, I've seen that movie 7 times. It gets faster every single time I watch it. I forgot who the director was that's doing this one, because I know Lee Cronin did the last one.
Sebastian Vanisiek.
Oh, he's the guy that did the film Infested, which is a spider movie. But that's the one where it has like a whole bunch of spiders in this like apartment complex, or in this high-rise apartment building, which is also the setting for Evil Dead Rise. It takes place mostly in this high-rise apartment building. But with Infested, lots of spiders. So if you guys have any type of arachnophobia, good luck. Because I watched that one, that movie scared me. I kid you not, Infested scared me. But with this movie, with Evil Dead Burn, which is what it's going to be called, seeing that this director, the director of Infested, doing this, I'm like, we are in good hands. So we are absolutely in good hands. But yeah, I am a massive Evil Dead fan. So it's one of the most consistent horror franchises out there. Like, none of them are bad. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, I think this might be my most anticipated film of 2026 now that I think about it. Because I just fucking love Evil Dead. Well, also besides the new Steven Spielberg movie that's coming up, as well as Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
Yeah, The Odyssey. I can't wait for a trailer for that.
Yes, I mean, that's definitely going to be one of those films. It might be long, but you got to go see it in theaters. Like,
I think it might get an IMAX release.
It's going to. I mean, Oppenheimer was released in IMAX, and it was shot with IMAX film cameras.
Same with Sinners.
Yep. But like, Oppenheimer was like the big one, because Oppenheimer made like I think it actually made $1 billion. If I remember right, I think Oppenheimer did make $1 billion, because you know, obviously Barbenheimer, that whole craze. Let me see. Oppenheimer
made $975 million.
Really close to $1 billion. And this is an original movie, and that's an original movie directed by Christopher Nolan. And that movie was on $100 million budget. But like I said, because of the whole craze of Barbenheimer, that was why Oppenheimer made so much money. And I am going to tell you this, Michael. It is a movie that has a lot of talking. Like, I'm preparing you for that. It has a lot of talking, but it's a film that you have to see. Like, Oppenheimer was a Best Picture winner. Like,
yeah.
So there's literally no reason why you shouldn't watch Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is literally one of the greatest movies, like one of the best movies of the decade so far for me. I mean, it's Christopher Nolan.
Can't go wrong with Christopher Nolan.
And dude, every single person he got for this movie is absolutely bananas. Like, the best cast he has had in a while. I mean, you got Cillian Murphy, who won the Oscar for Best Actor. Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Robert Downey Jr., Florence Pugh, Rami Malek, Kenneth Branagh, Jason Clarke, Josh Hartnett was in this one too.
Wow.
Casey Affleck. David Dastmalchian, Dane DeHaan. Josh Peck was in this one too.
Jeez.
Dude, literally everybody is in that movie. Alex Wolff is in it. Josh Zuckerman's in it. Like, it's great. Jack Quaid is in it. Like,
wow.
Yeah, Jack freaking Quaid in Oppenheimer. Yeah. I think that's enough for me to tell you to did you buy Oppenheimer?
I have not bought it.
Go on Amazon right now and purchase it. Like, do it right now. Because I think that's the film you need to watch before you go see The Odyssey. I mean, no doubt The Odyssey is going to be a long ass movie, but it'll be worth it. But yeah, I think that might cover it here for all the topics that we settled for tonight.
Another topic, the Superman trailer. I think the final trailer we're getting tomorrow.
I did not watch. I think we're getting that tomorrow. So
we're getting that tomorrow. Yeah, just want to make a mention. New Superman trailer will be out tomorrow.
So yeah, we'll see where that goes. I really excited for Superman, but I'm still a little worried.
It's James Gunn. I have faith in James Gunn.
We all do, but I still have some skepticism because of how much we saw in the teaser, like how many characters they're bringing in. Like, they're bringing in Green Lantern in this one. I'm like, I don't know if that's the way to go for a first installment in your new DC universe. Like, or just a start to your DC universe is the way I was trying to say it. I don't know where the hell I was going with that. But again, we'll see. We will see what happens here. I'm just, again, not trying to hold my breath for it, but I'm still really, really excited for Superman.
I'm looking forward to it too.
So yeah, if you guys are just excited as we are for Superman, please be on the lookout for that trailer tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into our last topic that we talk about, which is the physical media pickups.
All right.
So yeah, this will also be like a combination of stuff I've bought within the last couple of weeks. So you got some stuff, Michael?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Collateral. 4K. Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx.
One of the best Tom Cruise movies.
Yeah, one of my favorite Tom Cruise films. One of my favorite Michael Mann films. If you haven't seen it, definitely give it a watch.
Really freaking great movie. It's not like the most typical Tom Cruise role that you would expect. Yeah,
it's Jamie Foxx. He's a cab driver, and Tom Cruise, who is a hitman. He goes into Jamie Foxx's cab, and Jamie Foxx has to drive him around all night.
Basically, driving him around all night to all of his hits.
Yeah, to all of Tom Cruise's hits that he has to kill.
Yep.
But
love that movie.
Very good movie. Then I picked up these three. I picked up from my Salvation Army. Got Dead Presidents.
Great movie.
Directed by the Hughes brothers. Directed by the Hughes brothers.
Yep.
Stars Lorenz Tate, Keith David, Chris Tucker, Freddie Rodriguez, Joaquin Woodbine.
Great movie right there.
Yeah. Good movie. Well, I haven't seen it though, but definitely will check it out.
Yep.
Yeah, but I was like, good movie. I was like, I haven't seen.
Oh wait, no, and it's like, oh wait, no, I haven't even watched it yet. No.
Yeah. Like my mind is fried from work today.
I do not blame you at all.
Yeah. This one, The Program, got with James Caan.
Yep, that one.
College football film that had some controversy with it.
A lot of controversy.
Yeah, where there's a scene where they were laying in the street, and they had to cut it because there were some people that copied that, and so
Yeah. So, case in point, people, don't be like that.
yeah. But yeah, haven't checked out the film. Heard some good things about it. That's the program. And then Robert Rodriguez film, Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Do you want to get that sometime soon?
Yeah, definitely give it a watch. Written and directed by Robert Rodriguez, starring Antonio Banderas, Salma Hayek, Johnny Depp, Mickey Rourke, Eva Mendes, Danny Trejo, Enrique Iglesias, Cheech Marin, Willem Dafoe's also in it. So, good cast.
Really good cast.
It is with the slipcover. Came with the slipcover, the badass DVD cover, which the Blu-ray does not have. So yes, that's Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
All right.
And of course,
I can't talk too long. I gotta poo.
The Fanatic.
I gotta do that every time I talk about the Fanatic.
Have not watched it yet, so I only just got this because if he ever does a roast of this film, I have it.
Yeah, and Devin Saw was in that movie too. Like,
yeah.
So
I did see that one scene from the film where John Travolta is like I think he has Devin Sawa and he's like, I'm gonna squeeze your head.
Oh no, that's a different guy. That's like a random guy.
This scene right here.
Yeah, the guy that he was like he's doing like a chokehold on.
Yeah.
That's a random guy.
Oh.
That's not Devin Sawa.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Devin Sawa at first.
No, it was a random guy in a tank top.
Yeah. I watched that scene and I couldn't stop laughing.
Yep. That's just how hilariously terrible that movie is.
Yeah, the Fanatic. And then the big boy here.
I'll just grab it out. There you go.
On 4K. Look at this.
Yep. I guess we'll show it at the same time here.
Yeah. With the cyclone in Coney Island.
Put it like this. There you go.
Yeah, look at that.
That's just beautiful.
Nice shot of the cyclone. A historic roller coaster in Coney Island. Of course, you got your
little booklet
4K.
here.
You got your 4K here and the 2-disc Blu-ray.
Yep.
And then, of course, the essay talking about the film.
Yep.
Really cool. So yeah, just had to get this. Check it out because it won Best Picture.
Yep.
So, but nicely detailed.
Yes, for sure.
So Nora.
So yeah, I don't got to show it off in my pile then.
Yeah. And then Deadly Friend, directed by Wes Craven.
Jesus Christ. You're buying some so bad they're good movies, dude.
I heard mixed things about this film. I heard it's bad, but in a fun way. Like it's so bad it's good film. That's it. That's why.
Do you remember, like, have you seen have you seen like the most famous scene in that movie with the basketball kill?
And Ramsey with the basketball, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the basketball kill.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, dude.
And
that scene seriously cracks me up.
And it's a film that had a lot of studio interference with it. Like the final product of this film was not intended for Wes Craven to do. The studio wanted Wes Craven to put in some more blood, more gore, because when they screened like the test screen of this, they screened it to a lot of fans who were Wes Craven fans. They didn't know this was going to be like a Nightmare on Elm Street, but unfortunately, it wasn't the case. So
you can't always get what you want. Just saying.
Yes, but has Deadly Friend. You know, it has Matthew Lebrock's in it, Christy Swanson, of course, Anne
It's also
Ramsey.
got that. It's got that woman from the Goonies.
Yeah, Anne Ramsey.
Anne Ramsey. Yeah, there you go.
And the robot BB is voiced by Charles Fleischer, Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit himself.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Gotta love that.
When I got this, I'm surprised it came with the slipcover.
Did you order it off of Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that never happens for me usually.
I'm surprised. And of course, you had the reversible cover, which the original poster to it, right there.
I definitely like the Scream Factory cover better, but I usually like to swap out the covers if I actually have a copy that came with the slip.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm trying to think of like one predominantly that I do have here.
Now, would you agree?
Like, oh wait, like I got one for you. Like with Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I switched or it actually came that way when my buddy Steven sent it to me. So
now, will you agree with Joe Bob Briggs here, where he's like 3.5, a Breakfast Club version of The Bride of Frankenstein with this film?
Jesus Christ, dude! Like that's overstating it, dude. That is really overstating it because it's because you compare this movie to like The Breakfast Club. I don't know what you're doing.
But have you seen this film?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, and good God, it's bad from what I've seen. It's really bad.
You know me, I like my bad movies at points.
Well, you just really need to get around to watching some classics, is what you need to do, my friend.
We
give you shit about it all the time, and you know it.
I want to see Michael. I want to hear Michael Entity's thoughts on me getting Deadly Friend.
You know what he would think of you, my guy. You know what he would think of you. But I guess so.
I got this.
I got one more.
Last one. I got this great film, masterpiece, Walkabout, directed by Nicholas Roeg.
That's the same guy that directed Don't Look Now. Yeah, that's.
And he directed Performance, which I hated that movie. And
I still have yet to see it, but.
And he directed The Witches, the original Witches, with
the Witches, and I'm trying to remember this. Oh, it's a little movie called Bad Timing that I watched that he directed, which is a really great movie.
But yeah, this is a really great film. Stars Jenny Agutter from American Werewolf in London. You also have Nicholas Roeg's son in the film, which they changed his name because his name is Lucien Roeg, and in the film he's credited as Lucien John.
All right.
And it's a really good movie. It's the cinematography is beautiful of the outback desert in Australia, and this film starred the new wave of Australian films.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's an Australian film.
Yeah, it was shot in Australia.
I did not know that.
And yeah, it's more of a coming of age film. It's about Jenny Agutter and her brother, played by Lucien Roeg, and their father takes them out to the outbacks in the desert, and their father tries to kill them. So Jenny Agutter ends up taking her and her brother, played by Lucien Roeg, and they go through the outbacks of the Australian desert and trying to stay hydrated, find food, and they meet this guy who is a Aboriginal, and he's on the walkabout, and pretty much they meet the Aboriginal, and he ends up trying to save them, give them water, give them food, to which the Aboriginal ends up hunting. So you see scenes of him killing animals.
Okay, keep this. That's good enough there.
Yeah,
I don't need to know anything else.
Yeah.
So
But,
I'll check it out when I have a time.
very good movie. Very good movie. Do you own this?
No.
Maybe I'll send you a copy.
All right.
But
We'll talk about that off stream.
But yeah, it's 4K and Blu-ray, and of course your essay talking about the film.
Of course, that's like every criterion that you can find.
Yeah. And I actually got another copy for my friend for work.
There you go.
So I told him about it though. I actually did watch this on Turner. I recorded it because it came on Turner Classic Movies. So the plot,
All right.
like the plot seemed interesting though. So I gave it a watch and really enjoyed it.
All right.
So that's all I got.
Okay. So I got this one a couple weeks ago, and then everything else that is in this pile I got today. I already showed Honora off when Micheal showed it off, so I'm not showing it again. I did buy Paddington in Peru a couple weeks ago when I was getting stuff settled in. Weakest of the three by far, but this is still a really, really good movie. Paddington is just such an adorable little bear. I mean, come on. Anyways, everything else I got today, these first four I got from Amazon. My aunt sent me a $50 Amazon gift card for my birthday, so I bought all four of these. Didn't pay a single penny. So
Can we just say happy belated birthday to Luke?
Yep, it was my birthday on Saturday. I was thinking about doing a birthday stream, but by the time I got home, like I was full from dinner. So
and plus Backlash was on for me. WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah, so I didn't feel like doing a birthday stream. So yeah, I was tired, and plus also I wanted to just relax when I got home. So yeah, thank you, Old Restless. I really appreciate it, man. But yeah, this is what I got from Amazon using my gift card. I got As Above, So Below. This is a found footage film that takes place in the Paris catacombs.
I did see the trailer for that movie years ago.
It's a pretty creepy movie when you really think about it. It's pretty underrated when it comes to the found footage genre. But yeah, I really, really like this. I do like this movie quite a bit. It's definitely creepy. Not like the best found footage film, but it's underrated when you compare it to like Blair Witch Project, Cloverfield, Paranormal Activity. It's underrated.
Chronicle.
Like, yeah, Chronicle. As Above, So Below, underrated movie. Then we got one of my favorites, The Talented Mr. Ripley.
I have the DVD of it.
Written and directed by Anthony Minghella, the guy that directed The English Patient. Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jude Law, Cate Blanchett. Excellent movie. If you guys have not seen this movie, please check it out.
I'll check it out because I have it on DVD.
You got no excuse, my guy. Watch it.
There are features on it.
On this Blu-ray, commentary, inside reflections, making the soundtrack, and then the teaser and theatrical trailer. So
pretty much probably the same features on the DVD. So yeah, I'll keep my DVD.
But it was pretty cheap though. It was pretty cheap though. But like I said, I didn't pay anything for any of these movies. So, and then we got 30 Days of Night.
Underrated.
Really good vampire film. Not like one of my personal favorite vampire films, but a really solid one for sure.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed 30 Days of Night.
Yeah, but this was like $5 on Amazon. But like I said, because I had a gift card, I didn't pay for this. But like when you go on Amazon to buy this was like $5.
I think I paid $5 for it too.
So yeah, like when I saw that, it's like when I saw it was like $5, I was like, yeah, I have to buy this. Yeah, really solid vampire film. Really, really, really fun movie. And also speaking of Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this has a really good cast. Also got Danny Houston and Ben Foster in here. Really fun movie.
And they did.
And then
which I heard was terrible.
Yeah, I did not hear that was good at all. So I mean, didn't even bother with that sequel.
There's only one movie.
It's the only one that exists in my book. But and then we got one of my favorite vampire films, the original 1922 Nosferatu. source of the shirt, by the way.
Well,
Absolute. Yeah, but this is the original 1922 silent film. Yes, this is a silent film, but this is a very important film when it comes to horror because this was kind of like the big like staple like of vampire films. But yeah, very, very creepy movie. I guess if you're not into silent films, you won't really buy into this one. But yeah, the first time I watched this movie, man, really fucking good. So yeah, this is one of my all-time favorites. As is the other two, Nosferatu the Vampire from Werner Herzog, and then Robert Eggers' Nosferatu.
Yeah, I can't get into silent films.
So I agree with Old Restless, by the way. Nosferatu 1922 is a very, very impressive movie. So it's done a lot for horror. So, all right. And then these next two I picked up at Walmart today. Brand new releases. Picked up Black Bag. Really, really good movie from this year. Great cast here. You got Cate Blanchett, you got Michael Fassbender, Regé-Jean Page, Naomi Harris, Marissa Abela, and Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, really, really good movie here from Steven Soderbergh. This is a spy film that doesn't like rely on action. This is a very dialogue-based spy film, but it has really, really solid dark humor. With this one, the first act is definitely slow, but when it gets to the second act, the movie moves like a bullet. So, really, really good movie. It's kind of funny to me. Presence is the other film that Steven Soderbergh directed for this year. That movie's shorter, but it moves a lot slower than Black Bag. Because I think Presence is only 85 minutes and Black Bag is 94 minutes. That's hilarious to me. But I love Black Bag. If you guys have not seen Black Bag, check it out. Really good movie.
Our room set up.
What's up, Joel?
What's up, Joel?
Thanks, man. Yeah, I did buy Captain America: Brave New World. But if you guys know me, I'm a Marvel completionist. I have every single Marvel MCU movie on 4K. So
I might get it just for collection's sake.
Yeah, this one is just gonna be there for collection's sake. This is not a good movie.
Very mediocre film.
Very mid. Like this is a very mid.
After
Marvel
watching
film.
Thunderbolts, I'm like, man, what a mediocre film Brave New World was compared to Thunderbolts.
Because Thunderbolts actually had like a very clear story. Like this movie has like 3 subplots.
And it had a lot of problems with reshoots and everything.
And with how long Red Hulk is in this movie, you can tell this film went through reshoots.
15 minutes.
And Red Hulk was like a massive part of the marketing for this movie.
Yeah, you know where he comes in.
So they showed all of Red Hulk stuff in the marketing. So there was no surprises.
And you know when Red Hulk comes into the film? 15 minutes, almost towards the end of the movie.
Yeah, and also I saw it in the cast list that said with Liv Tyler, don't be fooled. She's only in the film for like a minute.
Yeah, 1 minute she's in it.
Towards the end of the movie.
It's a very heavy political film though.
It was cool. Like I liked like the themes of like balancing like a cool little B-rate Marvel film with a political thriller edge. But it's just the way that they executed it was pretty poorly done.
And it's pretty forgettable.
Yeah, and when you say that about a Marvel movie, that's bad. Like that is bad when you say that about a Marvel film.
I can't even think of one thing other than the standout of Red Hulk.
But even then, with that fight scene between Captain America and Red Hulk, horrible green screen.
Yeah,
like really bad green screen.
Like when they're fighting in when they're fighting outside the White House, you could definitely tell that was so green screen.
And but you want to know something funny? Thunderbolts was all practical sets, no green screen. Well, maybe green screen for a few things, but they hit it very well.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the film, when Florence Pugh jumps off the building. She actually did that.
That was even though, so of course, she had like, you know, the stunt lines, but she still did it.
Yeah.
So
that was all her. That was not a stunt double.
Dedication, dude.
That's why. That's why I have a lot of respect for Florence Pugh.
And just Thunderbolts in general. So yeah, Captain America: Brave New World, definitely bottom 5 MCU movies. Like, that is not a good movie.
Not on my favorite films of this year.
Not even close. It's a very, very frustrating movie to sit through because everything that had potential to be good just went wrong. Honestly,
easily the worst Captain America film.
Oh, no question. But the last 2 I pre-ordered from Amazon. They came today. Let's end this on a positive note. So, because first off, I finally got my steelbook for Mickey 17.
Mickey 17.
Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, you know, we got to do that. But
and that's the steelbook, right?
This is the steelbook.
Ooh, you got the steelbook.
But the thing that does kind of piss me off though with this is actually pretty much the same cover as the regular 4K. That kind of pisses me off.
I'll go for the regular 4K.
I still like the steelbook though, because I mean, look at the back there.
That's cool, though.
I mean, that is cool, but this is pretty lazy if you really think about it. I mean, I'm not disrespecting the artist behind the steelbook, but just compared to, like, you know, like translating the 4K cover over to the steelbook is kind of lazy in my opinion. But I don't know. Mickey 17 is one of my favorite films of the year so far. Hell, actually, since I have the day off of work tomorrow, I think I actually, like, once we wrap up here, I'm going to watch this again. I know. I know I've seen that. I know I've already seen that movie like 4 times, but I really don't care. But I saved this one for last. And I think if you guys know me, you should know what this is. This is the Paramount Presents 4K of Better Man.
Nice.
One of my top 5 favorite films of the year so far. I fucking love this movie.
I'm definitely going to get that.
And this is another one of those movies I am super excited to check out in 4K because I'm sure this movie is going to look amazing. If you remember The Greatest Showman and Michael Gracey's style and direction with like the visual flair, you know how good this movie is going to look.
Let him do a watch along of it.
I think I will, honestly. Yeah, honestly, I think I might do a watch along for this sometime down the line. But yeah, here I'll go ahead and show this to you guys. So here's the front. Really nice
cover that they chose for it.
This is actually a still from the end of the movie when he's performing the song "My Way" at the Royal Albert Hall.
I was gonna say, what a good way to spoil the ending with that cover.
It's not necessarily like spoiling, like it's not like the last shot of the movie. Like, at least give me that. At least it's not like the last shot of the movie. But then we're gonna go ahead and open this up so you can show you guys the poster. I love that poster right there. I love that so much.
Yeah, I like the poster too, but I like the cover for it there.
Yeah, and then here is
better.
Yeah, here's the back, right here. And yes, you can at this point you can call me a Robbie Williams nerd, because after this film I did a little bit more research in regards to like concerts and like what years each one was. This one's a still from when he was performing in Nebworth in 2003.
Oh wow!
Right here. And it's kind of funny that the 2 stills that they have down here are like the 2 of the best musical numbers in the movie. This one, the Rock DJ musical number on Regent Street, and this one's the She's the One musical number on the boat. and there's really not really any special features. It's the only is the making of the movie and the visual effects.
Wow, they couldn't get Robbie Williams for like an interview.
The making of is basically they're still going to be talking to Robbie Williams. So, well, and plus, if you really think about it, this movie is told from Robbie's point of view. So, but yeah, so then there's the actual case, blah blah blah. And I love that both the 4K and the Blu-ray discs have artwork.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Also stills from the My Way performance at Royal Albert Hall, which occurred in 2001. Yes, I know. Call me a geek. I don't care. I'm a nerd now of Robbie Williams. But then here's the inside, which includes stills from the movie.
Oh, that's nice with the Royal Albert Hall.
There's a couple of I think it's these two down here. This one and this one are stills from that scene, and then this one's the Regent Street rock DJ musical number. Is this whole center right here. So, but yeah, I cannot wait to watch this in 4K. This movie's going to look amazing.
Sure, it's a newer movie.
Well, the film is like beautiful to look at, like in general. So there you go. So yeah, the two big highlights of this week for pickups right here: Better Man and Mickey 17. Two of my favorite movies of the year so far. So please check them out if you guys haven't already. Alrighty, that'll wrap it up. So yeah, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Movie Fanatics. Like I said earlier in the video, we're taking next Tuesday off. We're both working late, so yeah. But stay tuned for Sunday, May 18th. Mark on the calendars, May 18th. I have a little watch along to make a little comeback here for watch alongs. We're doing a 40th anniversary watch along of The Goonies. Yep. Need to do some watch alongs to get back in the game. So we're gonna do The Goonies. And then next week we're gonna do the Peanuts movie. And the week after we'll finally do Twisters.
Yeah, about time.
But I actually think the week after, I just thought about this. I think it's fun. I think it's time we're gonna do a watch along of your favorite movie. Back to the Future.
Nice.
Dude, it's
40 years.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We got to do a watch along of Back to the Future. So, but yeah, that'll do it, guys. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and we will catch you guys in the next stream. Peace out.
Peace out.
I'll give you hell 'cause the rules were given.